rising, rise. Bring it on.
Dearly beloved, you are welcome to Arts Television. My name is Selasi Atitsogbi. As you already know, that every Thursday evening we bring you Inspirational Wave. And today's topic will be talking about personality disorders. Personality disorders is as a result of you going through some challenges in life and you giving up along the line. Maybe your wife has divorced you, or maybe you feel cheated, or maybe you lost a business and you have quelled into yourself, or perhaps you had a harsh training. You have a parent that is so harsh and he brought you up for that matter. You have quelled in and you think that your life will amount to nothing. And on this show, we are going to motivate you, teach you, and give you some guidelines to help you overcome those challenges. I have with me in the studio a pastor and a very good friend from Liberty Temple Ministries, Ashalibutwe. And so we will go on a quick commercial break. When we come back, I will introduce him to you. But before we go on the quick commercial break, I want you to know that this program is proudly sponsored by Arts Media Training Institute. Arts Media says that if you want to become a professional journalist, if you want to become a TV presenter and a radio presenter or video and camera editor, come to Arts Media Training Institute. And within 3 months, you'll become a professional. You can locate Arts Media Training Institute at ABC Junction, Achimota, and we are on top of the Ghana Rural Bank. You can also locate Arts Media Training Institute in Kumasi in the Royal TV premises at Kumasi Ahojo in Siaiso. Also, the program is sponsored by A&A Driving School. If you want to become a professional driver, I want to encourage you and recommend to you A&A Driving School. They'll teach you your road signs and road markings. And so within 3 months, they will also assist you get your driver's license. And then also, if you want to travel to any parts of the world, A&A Travel and Tour can assist you travel to any part of the world. They will help you with your documentations and your visas. We go on a quick commercial break. When we come back, we continue with the show. Do stay with us.
Bring it on, bring it on.
Ask Media Training Institute, a radio and television practical school. Identity Emma Wana or Pesa or a Juma or radio any television so one or Pesa Usia camera works, one or Pesa Usia video editing. Anunti say what we journalism school, another college of education, polytechnic in Wabie, another university, and senior high school in Wabie. Na Iwaniswa de Unisa Pesa or Juma radio so another TV swam. Ask Media Training Institute and American for Eddie Amawo or hostel at the Ma and the Enuti found form ne our Royal TV officer ewo Kumase ahoju enhyaye so anase Royal TV officer ewo enkran Achimota ene ABC ene di enhwanimu omo oga Rural Bank na esro hwa ahomatofo so a obetumi afrɛ 0540102366. Ask Media Training Institute osi bisa near the Bema.
Things in this day, can't you see?
Dearly beloved, we are back from that quick commercial break. My name is Pastor Selasi. I have with me here in the studio a very good friend and a pastor. In fact, we have been friends for over the past 25 years, and he's a wonderful gentleman. I would want to take this opportunity to introduce to you Pastor Reverend Rashid Edmore Dakpo. He's a pastor from Liberty Temple Ministries at Ashalibutwe. Pastor Rashid is married and he has 3 children with his lovely wife called Ruth. And so he's going to be our guest for today, and he'll be talking with us or discussing with us on the topic personality disorders. Man of God, you're welcome.
Thank you.
How's life and ministry?
By His grace, we are doing well.
Looking at the challenges we are having now with the pandemic, how has that affected church attendance, and what is the response of your members?
Yeah, it has really slowed down activities, but I think with time, members are getting used to it. And some of them are resuming. And I know that it will take a gradual process. Though it came with its own consequences, but I believe that as a church, it has also opened our eyes to take advantage over the situation. So I would say that yes, response is quite encouraging.
We thank God for that, and I believe that God has allowed this to happen at this crucial time for a reason. He's our God. Man cannot understand everything that is going on in this world. Quickly, we want to go for to discuss the topic for the day. Our topic for the day is personality disorders. When we say personality disorders, what do we really mean by the term personality disorders?
Okay. Thank you, Reverend, for having me on your show. And let me also use this opportunity to greet the viewers out there. And back to the question, what is personality disorders? I think it has to do with the way a person thinks, feels, and behaves differently from other people.
Okay.
Yes. And then actually we have different types of personality disorders. There are 10 in all, but let me just tackle 3 or 4 of the family.
Okay.
Right. And one is borderline personality disorders. And this person has poor self-esteem about himself. These are the people that look down upon themselves. Low self-esteem, and they are the ones that you will hear that they attempted to commit suicides.
Okay.
Yes. So about the borderline, this is what I can say about it. And then the next one I want to talk about is the dependent personality disorders. Yeah. This person feels that he is your responsibility. Okay, things are, whatever he needs, you have to provide for him or her. And then also, they cannot take decision on their own.
Okay.
So that's their challenge.
Okay.
So with dependent personality disorders, this is what I have to say about them. And then the third one, which is avoidance.
Okay.
Avoidant personal disorders. This person will tell you that, if they are highly sensitive when you criticize them.
Okay.
So woe betide you to criticize such people who falls under avoidant disorders.
Okay.
Yes, they can't stand criticism at all. So that is about them. And then the fourth one, which is antisocial. This because they don't want to mingle with people. They can lie to you repeatedly. And then deceive you. I mean, this person will tell you that, you know what, we'll definitely meet. I'll definitely come to you. Just to avoid mingling around with people, you find them telling a lot of lies. So when we trace some of these things with some people, it's because they are having this antisocial.
Yeah. So also since we are dealing with human beings in the church, do you have such people around you or in your church for that matter?
Yes, also we have a lot of them around us in the church.
Okay.
Because research will tell you that when you pick 20 people,
okay,
out of the 20 people, one person has
a disorder.
Wow. Yes.
Wow.
And your viewers can Google it.
Okay.
Yes. So we have them in the church.
All right. So when we say personality, we are discussing personality disorders. Now, what is personality? And it's
personality defines the way you think.
Okay.
The way you feel toward others.
Okay.
And the way you behave.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So why do we have personality disorders then?
Why? Because you could trace, some could be genetics.
Okay.
Because if you should do a background checks, maybe from the family that the person is coming from, maybe that family has that history. So you could trace it there. Some also got to do with their upbringing, the environment, maybe their parent or their guardian or whoever they stayed with, they were harsh on them. So, and then also looking at it from the Christian point of view, the moment man also sin, okay, because God never created anybody to have personal disorders, but because man opened himself out sin, it brought some of these problems.
Well, viewers, we want to let you know that this program is proudly sponsored by Arts Media Training Institute. If you want to become a professional journalist, I want you to pick the number on the screen and come and enroll. If you want to become a radio presenter, you want to become a TV presenter, I recommend to you Arts Media Training Institute. I also want to recommend to you, if you want to become a professional driver, you can attend A&A driving school. They will teach you how to become a professional driver. A&A Travel and Tour will also help you to travel to any part of the world. Also, if you want to own your own house, I recommend to you Rich City Estates and Properties. They will help you take care of your housing needs and property needs. Right, so we continue with the show. I have with me here, again in the studio, Reverend Rashid Dakbo. And so we continue from where we stopped. Reverend, who has a healthy personality? Who has a healthy personality? Because we are looking at personality disorders. And so at a point, we should be able to tell that this individual has a healthy personality.
Yeah, I would say that it could be that person out there who does not manifest any of these signs of personal disorders. That person we could classify as a healthy person.
Okay.
Yes.
So we are saying that the person that does not have inferiority complex or superiority complex, and we have people who are way up there. They are so arrogant. They are superior in their thinking, and they think that everybody is beneath them. It's also a disorder. All right. Thank you, Reverend. Can we quickly look at some causes of personality disorder? Some causes.
Yes, some causes. It could be abusive in the home.
Okay.
And then also
having a parent that is harsh
on you.
Rude,
Yes.
cruel.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the environments.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe you are surrounded with people who have questionable characters.
Okay.
These all could be causes.
Okay.
Of these personal disorders.
So when this reminds me, when you talked about the environment, I realized that people that are born in the coastal area, for example, the Gans, and where I am pastoring in the Volta region, those at the beach, because of the waves of the the sea, and sometimes when they want to call somebody, hey Ajua, where are you, you know, that kind of thing. And so it's the environment. They think that when they call you in a normal tone, you would not hear, so they have to shout, you know. So that's why the guns who are the coastal area, you know, hey, can you give me some gun lines?
You see, the environment do have influenced.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, what are the remedies to personal disorders?
Man of God,
Personality disorders.
medically, there's no medication
Okay.
for it. But let me say that the how do you call it? Clinical psychologists and the rest could tell you that there's a system that they adopt to what they call the talking therapies.
Okay.
And that is when a professional pastor is needed. I'm not talking about the pastors who run the Bible school 3 months and then they say they are pastors.
Sure.
You know, you have professional trained pastors, we have counselors, we have a clinical psychologists.
Okay.
Yes, but yes, they are there, they will play their part. But I believe that the remedy is Jesus.
Thank you.
And man of God, if you could permit me, because this is out there, it's in the public domain.
Sure.
Joyce Meyer, she was abused sexually by her father.
Okay.
So you ask yourself, how come she overcame? And today she has a successful ministry, happily married, have children.
Okay.
The solution is Jesus.
Thank you.
Having Jesus in your heart, accepting him as your personal savior and Lord, the Holy Spirit indwelling in you, that is the only solution to these disorders.
Okay, so how does people who have personality disorders, how does the public perceive them?
Yes, man of God, is rather unfortunate the way and manner the public do handle such people with disorders.
Okay.
You know, some think that they are cursed. Some also think that they are nuisance to them.
Okay.
Some also think that, oh no, they are not the people that I need to associate myself with. And I believe that with this kind of attitude, it will not help. It will not help in their recovery. So I think that even in the Bible, there was this boy that the Bible said that he will cast himself in the fire, and the disciples asked Jesus, is he as a result of his parents? So it's been there ancient of days. It's been there for a long time. Okay. The public definitely have certain perception about disorders, but I think that if we take it upon ourselves to study and understand their situation, we could also help them to recover from these personal disorders.
So if I understand what you're saying, this personal, those who have this tendencies, or those who have this personal disorders, the society tend to look down on them or sort of reject them.
Yes.
Okay. So is there any way that people who have personality disorders assume leadership role, as in becoming managers or bosses? Is it possible for such people to attain such heights or levels in life?
Yes, it's possible. And in my earlier submission, I said that it will take some experts to really understand their situation. And then there are some physical therapies that they could be taken through. There are certain things that they could avoid. There are some exercises, yoga and the rest that they can go through and then recover and then attain to such role. They can occupy sensitive position when they are helped, when they have these professionals around them. Okay. Because as they assume that top position, they are going to deal with a lot of people. Okay. So we have all these experts around them that can help them to attain to that height.
So some of these people who assume higher position with disorders, they sort of find ways and means to bully people under them, right? Okay, so thank you so much. Please, our time is almost up. Can you tell viewers your last words or your advice to the general public?
Thank you for the opportunity. What I'll tell the general public out there is that our brothers and sisters with this disorderliness, they are part of us, and it's rather unfortunate that they found themselves in that situation. So we should also understand them, and then help them with advice, with prayer, and then gradually they will come out of it. And then the last thing, Paul had a similar challenge with the members in the church in Thessalonica. Okay. And for the sake of time, so I'll quote it offered in 2 Thessalonica chapter 3, the verse 11 and then the 13. Paul said that it has come to my notice that there are some of you who walked in a disorderly manner. They don't do anything, and these people, they fall under the dependent personal disorders. And then Paul said that, they are busybodies, they don't want to work, and this is the way they are working. And then the verse 30, he advised, he said, but you brethren, don't be weary. So I want to tell the general public there, they shouldn't give up on them. They should be tired handling such people with such disorders. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This is all time will permit us to present to you. I want to thank Reverend Rashid very much for making time with us today. We are so grateful to you. On this show, I believe that you have been blessed today. You have been motivated. If you have a personal disorder, I believe that you can come out from it, with prayer and giving your life to the Lord Jesus Christ. You can certainly come out from that disorder. All is not lost. You are able to overcome and become what God has ordained you to be. My name is Pastor Andrew Selasi, and this is an inspirational show. We will come to you again next week, Thursday. But I want you to know that this program is sponsored by Arts Media Training Institute. If you want to become a professional journalist and a TV presenter, radio presenter, I recommend that you come here. We have our numbers on the screen. You can pick it up and call for enquiries. If you want to travel to any part of the world, I recommend to you A&A Travel and Tour. And it's also, if you want to be a professional driver, I recommend that you come to A&A Driving School. And then if you want to own your own house, I recommend that you go to Rich City Estates and Properties, and they will take care of your housing needs and your property needs. Thank you so much. My name is Andrews. Bless you. See you next time.
Bring it on, bring it on.
Ask Media Training Institute, a radio and television practical school. Identity Emma Wana or Pesa Waya Ejuma radio and television so one or Pesa Ushia camera works, one or Pesa Ushia video editing. Anunti say Wavia Journalism School, Anasa College of Education, Polytechnic Nwavie, Anasa University, Embo Senior High School Nwavie, na Aiwaniswadi Unisa Pesa Waya Juma radio so Anasa TV Swa. Ask Media Training Institute and American for Eddie Amawo or hostel at the Ma and the Mema. Enuti file form ne ewo Royal TV officer ewo Kumase ahoju enhyaye so anase Royal TV officer ewo Enkran Achibota ene ABC ene di enhwani mu omoga Rural Bank na esro hwa ahomatofo so a obetumi afrɛ 0540102366. Ask Media Training Institute osi bisa near the Bema.
Things in this land, can't you see?